Hello, everybody. So, as promised, we are going to be playing a game today. However, I am heavily leaning toward playing the Tiny Bookshop game I've been talking to you guys about. We'll start a new playthrough. So what I find interesting is playing this game. Turn the audio down a bit. Alright, so I don't know. Let me see if we can pick up. Let's do this one. New game. Yes. Here we go. This is cute. I really love the drawing. Today is the day. I packed up my things, leaving everything else behind for a quiet life by the sea. First off, I have to say, this is such a cute little town. I absolutely love it. Well, we are at the waterfront. And what you do is you... Oop. Can zoom in. Sorry, guys, my hand's a bit shaky today. I don't know why. There we go. Oh, and this is our first character we're going to meet. My, what a sight. You must be the new bookseller. I've heard so much about you. Oh, and also, to give you guys a bit of a heads up, there's voice acting in this game, but it's more like, I don't know if any of you guys have played Dream Daddy, but, you know, it's like, and, you know, all kind of stuff. But you have choice. You can say, what, how, like what, who are you? I'm gonna go with, like, what? Well, I know you're playing to sell used books from a good price and that you're not from the area. And I certainly think that you could use someone to show you the ropes around here. Welcome to our quaint little town. I'm Tilda. How lovely to meet you. I used to run the local bookstore here before my retirement, so you can trust my advice. Let's see, you should know that us Bookstonians have very particular tastes in books. I, for example, prefer to read classic and crime novels and not much else. So why don't I have a look at your selection and see if I can find something worthwhile? And the other... Oh, bravo, you had the right book on hand. When a customer finds a book, they will keep looking for more. And you can also, by clicking and holding, you can move other places. Oh, sadly, you didn't have the right book on offer. Even though you may have books of the right genre, whether people actually take one home depends on your sales chance. You can check your sales sale chance at any time by hovering over the genres on the right. So hover over here, it's like prime sale, 16%. The sale chance shows the odds that someone might find a book they like. Because the chance is based on how many books you have in your shop, it will decrease. Managing to sell that last book of a genre is the mark of a great bookseller. But yeah, you can hover over and it tells you, oh, okay, you have this much chance. You have the, and each location has different chances, if that makes sense, of like different genres. Because like here on the waterfront, a lot of people like travel books and fact books. So, but then you have certain customers, like Tilda always wants crime. There's somebody you'll meet later whose name is Anne, who likes fantasy, and this is Fern. Hi there, you're the bookseller, right? I see you already talked to Tilda. Did she know everything about you already? Yeah, she does that. Told me all about the review before I'd even started my job there. Oh, I'm talking about the Bookshop review. It's the local paper. Yeah, I saw it right for them. My name's Fern Estrada. Glad to meet you. Your arrival is kind of the only interesting thing that's happened around here in a while. So you'll have to excuse my nosiness, but it's sort of my job to write about you now. How about you help me out by answering a few of my questions, and I'll give you a free subscription in return. You might appreciate the events counter, and people often sell used books in the classifieds. Right, so, for the record, what made you come to Bookshop? Need an escape, search for a belong, want an adventure. I kind of want to go. I went with one of these other two. Kind of want to go with this one and see what he says. Need an escape. Oh wow, I kind of feel the same way. I hope it works out for you. Okay, and what's your first impression of town so far? Very, windy? Bit intimidating, friendly, I think. I kinda wanna... Like, I think I wanna go with friendly. Don't worry, it really is. People might be meddlesome, but they only have the best intentions. Thanks so much for the little interview. I really appreciate it. And I promise you'll have your first copy of the review by tomorrow morning. I'll have a look at your selection now, if you don't mind. See you around? It's funny, each of the characters you meet, they all kind of have their different personalities, and I find that really cute. But yeah, it's kind of a nice game. You can kind of just leave it on when you do other stuff, or you can, you know, like I said, if you just click... Oh, she's not gonna talk. This is Anne, by the way. At least I think it's her. She's always jogging. But what you can always do... Oh, there's no wall. Normally there's a man sitting on the thing. Oh, and also you can pick up things. Let's see. Oh, maybe we can't yet because we don't have the stuff. We'll pick up little items that we can use. So click, 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 and then we drive off. Bookshop review filtered articles, events, and items for sale. Thanks, Ferd. Alright, so Tiny Bookshop reviewed reports on the goings on around town. You can check today and tomorrow's weather. That will be helpful a little bit later on. and keep an eye out for upcoming events. Here you can see the money in your pocket, so that's your wallet, and all the books you own, both in your shop and in stores. Looks like they're running a little low. But in the classified sections, you can require used books to replenish your stocks. Just give it a try. Just click buy. And the nice thing is sometimes you'll come across these that cost like zero money. It's usually people just wanting to get rid of their books and stuff. And always lets you know like how many of each genre you get. And you click. And then the other thing is your books will increase, so you'll know. You always know like how many books you have. The classified section will sometimes have other bits and bobs. Let's pick up this lonely cactus. Pick up. And we can use any bits and bobs we pick up to decorate our tiny shop. Also, I haven't picked this one up yet in my previous game, but close the newspaper by toggling it off. Let's give this lovely cactus a new home. This is your item bar. From here you can open the newspaper and customize your bookshop, amongst other things. And click there. Kind of the cool thing, we start out with not very much, but as the game goes on, we will definitely get more. So this is how, well, I'll show this one first. This toggles between the inside and outside. I don't know why we can't go inside yet. Oh, but we can put it right there. That'll work. Nice, you got a boost. So it boosts up our drama by 2%. Our drama books. Some items can increase your sales chance for certain genres or change the effectiveness of other items. Watch out though, sometimes it comes at the expense of another genre. I haven't quite figured all this out yet, but also equipping some items will also increase your daily expenses, so keep that in mind. Hover over an item to check out what it does. Cactus, a bit prickly but has a heart of gold. While equipped, plus 2% to drama sales chance, plus 2% of danger. I'm not quite sure what that means. There really isn't a dangerous aspect, at least not right now, so I'm not really sure. But apparently, remove an item, simply right click. Oh, here we go. Inside or outside. Perfect. And we have spaces for shelves. And the other really cool thing we can do, we have by categories, all items, paint, so we can repaint our bookshelves, we can repaint our, oh, I'm not really sure what I want to go for this time, so we'll leave it alone right now. Oh, maybe click to select, and then we have make the floor pink. Click this button to save and return. Bookshop. Oh, nice. Oh, okay. So I get that automatically. Okay. So then we go back to this. And we can go by standing, hanging. Remember, I don't think we have. Oh, we do. I was wrong. Let's put that there. Oh, yeah, we have the standing. Let's get the table. And you kind of have some limited space, but it kind of also depends. And like the other thing that you'll need to switch out certain things. But I think that's all we got. So you hit confirm. And so we're going to go back to the paper. Welcome to Bookshop. Each day you can pick a location to visit on the map. Going to a location has a travel cost, which is based on your daily expenses, while parking fees for the location. You'll unlock more locations as you go. For now, let's pick the waterfront square again. And then, before you do that, get the chance to restock any books you are missing. These are the books in your store. It's select a genre by left-clicking it to start stocking your shelves. So what I always like to do is... yeah, it's pretty simple. You left click for most of your stuff. Nice, this book is now in your shop. Stocking more books of a genre increases the odds people find a book they will like within that genre. Check the sales chance by hovering over the books. So 19%, remove books with right click. It's pretty easy. But what I always like to do is to keep my books as near each other as possible. So I think we're gonna put a few more fantasy in here. We gotta put a few more classics. There. And let's see. Put the drama with the classic. Now, the other interesting thing is Like, there usually aren't a lot of kids that show up at the waterfront, so I am going to put more effect books. Or maybe I should do crime. Let's do crime. Because we need to have some crime for Tilda. Perfect, your shelves are ready. And then you just click the location you want to go to. The artwork in this game is so pretty. Did you notice you can look around the location, click and drag? You can interact with things by clicking on them. Let's pick up this boy. Oh, and also, and sometimes you can click on before we get started, let's click on this. The coastal wildlife of Bookston Bay redone. Most of the board is taken up with illustrations of the marine animals native to the local bay. You recognize a moon jellyfish with 4 purple circles. It always makes me think of the moonlight jellies in Stardew Valley. You remember seeing a stranded one at Far Beach before. Their delicate tentacles are used to catch prey, such as plankton, but are harmless to humans. You also see an image of a herring gull in flight. It has a characteristically bright orange spot on its otherwise yellow bill. These scavengers can seem menacing to humans, but they are trying to adjust to the increasing urbanization of their habitat. They are incredibly intelligent. For example, researchers have observed them shoplifting books, presumably using them to nest in. Lastly, there's a group of small gray acorn barnacles pictured, shown to look different above and below the water surface. Were you aware that the hard bumps often found on rocks and boats are actually the shells of small arthropods? An acorn barnacle's legs poke out from the top once the tide comes in to catch plankton out of the water. Fascinating creatures. It seems like you gained a whole new appreciation for coastal cruise today. And the other thing you can do, seems like the telescope is out of order right now. Best check back later, but you can look through that and give it more issues. So we have a customer coming. We have 2 customers coming. Yeah. Come on in. Like I said, I really like this game because it's definitely cozy. It gets a bit more, not grindy, but you have to pay attention at certain spots. Maybe that'll happen for us today. Oh, there you are. I wanted to commend you on how much you've been livening up this place. I'm sure you want to branch out to other places in town now. My friend Mary owns a very successful cafe in the town center. If I call her up and get her to give you a parking space, you could get quite a few visitors. Good call. Yes, I know, dear. You can always trust me on these sorts of things. It's decided then. Meet me out by the Cafe Liberté as soon as you can. Nice. So we got a new goal. Oh, and while we're on the topic of showing your face, I heard our dear Walter was quite impressed with your wagon. He's one of the local fishers. Why don't you go over there and introduce yourself? He should be back from his recent catch just now. There's Walter. You might want to write this down, love. Having an organized diary will come in handy in our business. You know what? I still have quite a few unsold journals left over from my old shop. So here, why don't you take this one? We will definitely be needing that. There you go. I hope you make good use of it. Goodbye. You got the journal. Open it at any time to check on your progress. Just left-click the journal. Boop. And then this shows you the places you've been, your tasks, track which genres you sold the most for. This total number of books you sold here. Check back here for hints and events that you discover more. Looks like this day at Playatoad's little postage stamp sparked your game moments in Bookshop. You'll collect these stamps as you are making contributions around town. You can also see your progress towards the stamps as well as hints and extra info. And yes, this is also just like Stardew and Chef RPG. This is a case of newcomer comes to town and revitalizes the town, kind of like. Have earned the stamp, so introduce yourself to Walt the Sailor. He's usually seen by the stairs at the waterfront. Left click on the arrows in the corners to flip to another page. And this is Cafe Liberty. All you know is it's owned by Tilda's friend. Click one of the bookmarks to quickly navigate. So as you meet people, you will gain information about them. Genres they like, personal information where allowed to tell them. Sometimes characters want request for you. You can check up on them here to track your progress. And then click on this one. This just shows our items that we have. Make sure you use this page if you're ever unsure what something does, or when you're trying to create the most optimized bookshop. And then you have effects, and you can see how much percent, daily expense and danger, customer count, and then you have a calendar. And this will tell you like certain events and that kind of stuff. But like right now the only thing we have is the weekly fruit flea market, which always happens on a Saturday. Oh hey, what are you doing here? Our weather correspondent at the paper says that today is going to be the hottest day of the year. So I assumed you'd be at the beach like everyone else. Oh, I'm so sorry. I already forgot that you're new. You just seem to fit in so easily. I'm so sorry. Sorry. Here, I'll show you how to get to Far Beach in case you want to drop by there soon. So we've got another place we can go. And we have a quest to visit the beach 3 times. I'm not really a beach person myself, but I'm sure the crowd there will need some of your reading material. But yeah, I also like how you can kind of tell when things are happening. But here, let's go talk to Wall. Ahoy there, kiddo! How's it going? Ahoy, matey! Looks like you got a good sturdy vessel there. I've some old items laying around which I thought you might like. See if any of it is to your liking. Okay, so we got the tattling trout, which apparently talks and increases our travel chance. We got lobster boy. Buoy. Is it buoy or boy? I'm not sure. Or if it does glove. We don't have a lot. But we could probably get the lobster boy. That's all. My friends tell me you've got some decent cargo on board too. They've been especially enjoying your travel and classic novels. Guess I have to be careful, I might be outsold by your... Why don't we make a bet? If you can make 20 sales to my buddies, I'll admit defeat. So yeah, you get quests and stuff. Ho ho, I'm looking forward to a little competition, kiddo. Good luck. And so far, I haven't got pulled in. I like every once in a while you get pulled in to do a recommendation by somebody. They'll be like, hey, hey, I need, and they'll give you like a couple to 3 things they're looking for. And you also want to decorate your, ooh, looks like some items have been discounted a little. Now might be a good time to buy them. Although you could wait longer and risk someone else buying them first. Items in the seasonal section have a much slower turnover, so there's no need to hurry. But be sure to snatch them up before the season ends. So we got a hanging money plant, which gives us 1% effect sale, 1% to drama sale. And we got a cooler, which we can't buy yet because... Let's do the 0. We gotta be careful with our money until we start selling some more stuff. I love this. Public parks still in disrepair. Last winter, a series of snowstorms devastated vital parts of the beloved Rye Park. Many trees were uprooted and flower beds were destroyed by strong hail. Since the beginning of the year, members of the Bookshop community have repeatedly expressed a wish for a restoration effort. Led by students of St. Bookinston University, a newly formed group of volunteers is looking for local gardeners willing to donate their precious time and resources to the much-needed repairs. So, we know it's going to be sunny today and tomorrow. Do we have any other books we can buy? I always like these because you get a variety. Not usually very many books, but it always helps, at least at first. Let's see. I'm trying to decide. Should we go to Cafe Liberty? But But yeah, more locations will open. But for right now, I think we'll go to Cafe Liberty. Let's see. We'll travel. There's some places I'm still trying to figure out what their biggest seller is, if that makes sense. I don't know if this helps, but you know. So we've got classic, drama, kids, crime, travel, fact. Maybe we need some more fact, because we don't have a whole lot. There we go. And go to Cafe Liberty. And click, click, click. Your bookshop can also be impacted by unexpected sources. So like if the weather is rainy or snowy or whatever, you also read up on what something does by looking at the tooltips. But yeah, it's so sunny, it's just nice today. And here comes Tilda to talk to us. But like I said, I love the artwork in this game. There you are. Meet Tilda at the cafe. Seems like Mary Ann has her hands full with the cafe again, but I'm sure she'll drop by later. Now I have something you might help me with. I've been cleaning out my old shop for months now, selling the small pieces at the flea market. This Saturday I'm trying to move the more bulky items to the market. Help an old bookseller out, will you? They fit well into that little wagon of yours. Just pick them up and bring them with you to the market on Saturday. I can do that. I owe you. I'll make sure there will be lots and lots of customers in it for you. Oh, here she. Nope. Oh, here we go. Sometimes people ask for help if they can't find what they're looking for. Click the bubble to help them. They won't wait forever. Listen closely to people's requests and try to pick up on what kind of book they're looking for. What do you have for me today? I wouldn't mind starting a new series. I tend to like most stories with a detective, and also I usually go for 21st century publications. So she wants the first book in the series. She likes crime or stories with a detective, and she usually wants newer books. So pay attention to how certain parts of the requests are worded. Some things can be optional, while others are really important to your customer. People also leave some of their likes and dislikes unsaid, so make sure to put yourself in their shoes. Some requests also might be harder to fulfill than others. See, the difficulty on this one is 4. You can check the difficulty stars here to gauge how many books in your shelf are a good fit for your customer. Requests usually get more difficult as your stock dwindles throughout the day. Now let's look for a book that might pique their interest. Left click to inspect the book. So here's a crime book. So we'll look at this. Here you can see important info about the book, including a short description. The short description, publication date, genre, author, and page count can all be helpful to inform your decision. Do you think this book is a good match? Now, number 1, it says book 1, which is what she wants. Milo has plans to exclusively munch on cookies and read books. But thanks to a snowstorm, his parents and Phil Gazel strangely invested and stored their house, the locked room mystery, and the treasure hunt with a surprise twist. Once you found a match, try recommending it to them. I'm going to do this, but I don't know if she'll like it because it doesn't really mention a detective. Let's see. Here you go. I'm a bit surprised, but Green Glass House is very up to date. You're welcome. Why I can't. Oh, looks like you managed to surprise them with an unexpected pick. They'll try this one and keep shopping. Wow, your customers just became inspired. Whenever you successfully recommend a book, all your customers become inspired to pick up a book for a short time. So 15% to all book sales. This happens whenever you successfully recommend a book, and increases the sales chance across all genres for a short while. Oh, yep, look at this. It's a statue. This will become important later, but not for a while yet. But yeah, it starts out kind of slow, but then you don't have as many books and stuff. But you can also get more books as you go along, which is very helpful. Oh, here we go. I can't find anything. I only want nonfiction. I love all kinds of different books about travel. I couldn't find anything at the library. Now, the other thing, I haven't tried this yet, but apparently you can change the book colors. But these are travel books, so let's click on this one. Italian villas in their garden. Maybe you've noticed that some books can show up across different genres. This doesn't impact how a customer perceives the book, but you can use it to recommend books in a genre where your customer might not have been looking. Alright, so let's do that one. Unconventional, but Italian villas in their gardens that give you wanderlust. You're welcome. And you'll just keep going. Like I said, it's a nice book because you don't really have to do much of anything. I need some help. Hello, dear. How have you been? I enjoy a good classic from time to time. Also, I'm a big fan of historical fantasy. I just love the flavor. I'm a fan of books like Gulliver's Travels. Now, she wants classics, which are these books, but she also likes fantasy, so we could show her those books. We got Wuthering Heights. But she likes Gulliver's Travels. Let's see if A Song for the Wild Build. And like a lot of these books I haven't heard of, so it gets me inspired. Okay, it looks like all these books are sci-fi. Ooh, except for maybe this one. Classic fantasy meets Greek mythology in this 1972 retelling of the legend of Atlantis. A heroic warrior priest is all that stands between I don't know how to say it, avaricious empress and the end of an era. So we are going to recommend that book. Let's see if she likes. Puh, looks like you did not manage to find something for this person. Oh dang, I never even heard of the Lost Covenant before. For now, they're done shopping, but maybe they'll come back another time. And sometimes it's hard. You know, sometimes you can say, oh, you like classic fantasy. Maybe you'll like this. And then they won't like it for whatever reason. So sometimes you gotta take a chance and see what. Now, before we leave, we gotta pick that stuff up. And we click, click, and click. Here we go! Former bookshop cleared out after Sankolin's retirement. Many of our readers will have fond memories of the book handle and antiquariat at Forest Plaza, where Tilda Sankolin's doors were always open to comfort you with the perfect book. And while the 78-year-old has been happily retired for a few years now, it still feels like the end of an era to see these doors come to their final close. Can Books and Berries' new mobile bookshop follow in her impressive footsteps? And what will happen to this prime spot at Zero Plaza? Anomalous poetry, a mad bottle versus catastrophe literature suit. So we got 46, so we're not gonna spend a whole lot, but these will come back next season if we don't pick them up. Yeah. We do comedies and tragedies, we do hard-pounding mysteries, we do vintage kid books. Let's do this one. Oh, we got some kids books in there too, so that'll work. Alright. And we're going to we can hang the buoy. Let's hang the buoy. I think that's all we have for right now. But we'll get a lot more stuff as it goes. So in the meantime, and the other thing is keep an eye on this, because this will tell you, oh, this is happening today. Like Saturday, it says that the weekly flea market is there. But we haven't gone to Fur Beach yet. So we're gonna go to Fur Beach. And before we go, we refill in are books. And like I said, each place we go to visit will have will have different genres that they like, if that makes sense. So, Far Beach. Like I said, I absolutely adore oh, and this is cute. Whee! And we have a cave. Oh, and this is Harper. Harper is so cute. We go out on so many adventures. Excuse me, can I get a book, please? I want to see something with space travel, distant galaxies, far off empire, you know, the good stuff. I'm a fan of books like Firefly, Big Damn Hero. Yeah, I already finished the last one. Now, I don't know how old Harper is, but, that's okay. So we got the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. We've got, ooh, The Last Battle. I like the blurb on this one. It's almost Judgment Day in Narnia, like actual Christian Judgment Day, where Lion Jesus sends all the good guys to heaven at the end. The metaphor is no longer subtle at all. A Song from the Wild Belt. I'll give it that one. Woohoo! Dare I say what? Sci-fi at its best. A perfect recommendation. You might have just found someone's favorite book. They'll buy this one and keep shopping. Nice. Yep, A Song from the Wild Belt is exactly what I was looking for. Thanks for letting me read here. My name is Harper, by the way. I'm gonna be back soon, okay? Bye! Yeah, Harper's cute, and you get to go on so many adventures with her later on. But she's a cutie. And also, remember, we have to get to know the beach by watching it, visiting it 3 times. And so this is our first day. I always loved this person. They've got an inner tube and 2 arm floaties. It's like, I'm not having trouble. Also notice our belt, like it tells us where we're at and that we need to get into the positive. Oh, I can't decide, so I need for help. Hi, I'm looking for a book that suits my interest. I want a really epic adventure. Bonus points if it's from this century, and also I can always go for fantasy novel. So, epic adventure. If the stars are lit. Maybe this one? Let's try this one again. Oh no, doesn't sound that epic. Okay. And sometimes you'll misjudge or whatever, but you'll get another chance. What should I pick? I'm looking for fresh kids' books. I'm a fan of books like The Happy Princess and other tales. So let's look. We got Little Lord Fauntleroy. Yeah, the first venture. Oh, that might be a good one. Here you go. Yippee! I haven't heard that one since I was little. Like, you'll have good recommendations and then you'll miss a recommendation. So, and also, I heard, I'm not 100%, but I've heard that people wear the colored clothes similar to what books they like. So, like, this one has green pants and blue, so she likes, and like a pink, well, kind of pinkish shirt. So she might be interested in kids and other. We got 5 coins, but we made 24 coins, which is good. Oh yeah, we can pick this guy. Yeah. Pretty sure it's made of plastic, but we have 4% to crime, negative 2% to kids. There we go. Perfect. Let's go. So we don't really have any money to buy anything, which kind of sucks, but that's okay. Saturday market bigger than ever. Organizers expect record turnout thanks to perfect weather conditions. At our town's ongoing flea market in Thyme. Is it Thyme or Time? Time, I think. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Weekend visitors can once again browse, haggle, and buy to their heart's content. Stalls will offer a variety of vintage clothing, artworks, plants, homewares, records, and more. But whether visitors will get a fresh selection of books remains to be seen. Turning up between 9 and 11 a.m. will guarantee the best bargains. Also, Bookshop University announces tuition hike. Student council walkout. Controversy ensues. So I think we're gonna go back to the beach. And I think we've got everything. We're not gonna put that one up right now, but we'll go back to Far Beach after we restock our books. Proud Fantasy. But I might need to put a couple more books on. But yeah, it's a very cozy, relaxing game. You basically do the same thing, but it's one of those things you don't really need to be paying attention to. Unless, of course, you get that, hey, I need help message. Let's see, what should we put some more of? Let's do some crime. Crime books are always good. There we go. And to Far Beach. And And it shows us here we're on our second day. Shows us it's sunny. And also that it's encumbered. So we need to go to the market tomorrow. I didn't know Dan Brown wrote this. I love the little comments they get. It's just kind of like, yeah. Another, I need your help choosing. Here we go. Yeah, first. Now, she has a red shirt and purple shorts, which means she might like crime and fantasy. What should I pick? You can't go wrong with a play. I could go for a tragic story, and I'd love to read something classic. So let's look. We got Wuthering Heights, which is a tragic story. It's not a play, but it is classic. The Ginger Tree. Set in the early 1900s, we follow Mary as she sails across the world to marry a man she barely knows. But when a forbidden love affair costs her everything, she must forge a completely new life from scratch. I don't think that's a play. The Story Girl. 14-year-old Sarah Stanley is a born storyteller. Both kids and grown-ups are captivated by her tales. Bev and his younger brother Felix, spend the summer full of stories with their new friend Sarah, hanging out in her every world. Again, that's not a play. Comprehensive collection of poetry written by a woman who never received much recognition for her work while she was alive. Oh, here we go. Anthony and Cleopatra, a tragic play set during the founding of the Roman Empire in 30 BC. Bask in the hot mess of a relationship between the Egyptian queen Cleopatra and Roman general Mark Antony. Let's do that one. Yippee! Anthony and Cleopatra. I've heard they're putting on a new production soon. Perfect. And like it'll show you like if there's a book with like a cross, a line through it, that usually means they couldn't find what they were looking for in that genre. So, but that'll happen like less and less. Oh, where are the bestsellers? Well, they're right in front of you, dude. Sorry, I'm in a bit of a hurry. I'm looking for the next book in the series. And I don't think I'll ever outgrow children's literature, but absolutely nothing romantic, please. So we will go to the kids' books first. The Lord Fauntleroy, but that's not in the series. Five on Treasure Island is not in the series. And it's not, he's looking for the next book in the series. So, let's look at maybe Wuthering Heights, The Ginger Tree, book 1. Maybe this one? Let's try it. Yay! Can't wait to get to the next part. Okay, so that did work. Nice! Oh, and we're in the positive again. Yay! That always makes me feel good. Hey, you look like you're good at picking up stuff. My mom told me we have to go home, but I don't have all my shells yet. Yeah, ever heard of marine biology? It's where you study stuff from the sea, like starfish and mermaids and clams. That's why I need seashells to look at them for science. Can you pick some up for me, please? Here, I'll give you my special marine biologist device. which is a jar. But yeah, allows you to collect seashells. We have to collect 12. Also gives us boost 2% to facts. I picked most of them today, but some more I just should have washed up by now. I just need 12 more. Ugh, my mom's calling me again. Okay, bye! So, what's nice... Oop, hang on. There we go. I need something with loads of cool animals. I like niche books for the most part. I really enjoyed Death in Yellowstone. Yep, I already finished the last one. And, like, you'll get to know the names of the books. But Death in Yellowstone is, I believe it's a travel book. So, but we can also check the fact book. You're through the back door. Discovering the greater Bookshop region. Around Luxembourg with Brooke. I'm not even going to pronounce that because I have no idea how. The Stones Venice. Madame Bovary's ovaries. Homage to Catalonia. We are bridges. Bridgman and Murray's English grammar and diction. Let's check the kids' book. 5 on a Treasure Island, maybe? I'm gonna try this one. See if she likes it. Ooh, ah, cute! 5 on Treasure Island! But yeah, so we have the jar. And we can keep looking, because as we come back, we'll find... Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. Iconic Cafe celebrates 200 years. City Awards owner with touching tribute. A family-owned coffee shop has thanked customers and staff in a small anniversary celebration this week. Cafe Liberté, a mainstay of our town center, has been serving the city for 200 years, since its foundation in the early 1800s. It quickly became one of the city's most iconic spots, drawing in creatives and revolutionaries alike. Attending city officials and prominent townsfolk commended owner Mary M. Debois for her efforts in preserving Bookshop's history with touching speeches. Shell count reaches record highs. Scientists baffled by rare sea salt appearance. We don't really have enough to get most anything, but that's okay. We can just, and I think we've got all our decorations. But yes, we are going to the flea market. And the nice thing is it's every Saturday, but you don't have to go every Saturday. Like, there'll be times later on where you have to make a choice, and you're like, okay. Some drama. We got some crime. Got enough travel. Ooh, we need kids. Kids books. I think we'll put more crime books up where our fantasy would go. There we go. And to the flea market. Now, the nice thing about the flea market is... Oh my gosh, you're the bookshop owner. I love your wagon so much. It's so cute. Man, it's so nice to meet you.
Wow.
Welcome to the flea market. Wow, looks like you're sworn white customers. I hope you still had some time to look around though. Would you like some plants for your shop? I feel like they fit in so well with your vibe. And then she'll offer to sell you plants. We don't have any, but we can always click on them and go like different ones will boost different things. Lovely, thanks for stopping by. Here we go. Did you know I'm a really good finder? I always find the best stuff around here. Last time I found some really rare trading cards. And the time before that, my Bob and I bought some really good paint. That was so much fun. I think this time I'll look for some sunglasses. How many treasures have you found yet? Think you can beat my record? So we have to buy 7 treasures, but we don't have to do that today, thankfully. Well, good luck trying. Nope, she's not. Okay. Just dropping by real quick. I'm a fan of world-renowned detectives. Also, I'm a huge crime story fan. But don't give me one of those super heavy books. Okay. So she wants crime. One of us is lying when the Breakfast Club turns into a crime scene. Before detention is over, you know you'll be in for a thrilling, twisted mystery drama. Christopher might be only 15, but he knows this thing. When his neighbor's dog is suddenly killed, he wants to know what happens. Perfect clean up after he copped and cops. Sounds about right. Nice. Also, I don't believe Tilda's here yet. But yeah, we got a goal of buying 7 treasures. Now, nice thing is... Oop, hello. Nope. Hey, you seem like the bookish type. I can't seem to get rid of this thing. Do you want it? Typewriter. It's in good condition. Oh, I don't know. It just seems cursed. Yep. What can you recommend? Looking for new piece for my collection. The drama, the style, the emotions. It has to be a play for me. However, anything worth saying has been said before the year 2000. Oh, that's interesting. Does that mean he wants more of a classic book? Or does that mean he wants, like, maybe we can surprise him with a later book? So it has to be a play, so let's go to the drama first. Representative plays of J.M. Barrie. A selection of lesser-known plays from the playwright most famous for Peter Pan. This collection features Quality Street, The Admirable Crichton, What Every Woman Knows, Dear Brutus, The 12-Pound Look, and The Old Lady Shows Her Medals. Oh, a bit surprised, but excellent. How very theatrical. Nice. Oh, here comes Tilda. Nice. Good to see that you found our little flea market. Oh my, thank you kindly for your help, dear. I can finally get rid of this clutter now. Yay. I'll set my little stand over by the old cannon then. Come by if you want to have a look at what was in those boxes. It could even be useful for you. Oh, what? Look at this dope little shop. Hi, mate. I read about you in the paper. It's such a cool place you got here. My name's Klaus. I work at the Mega March at the moment. Have you been there yet? It has an awfully big car park. I'm sure no one would mind if you may stop there from time to time. Aha! Another location has opened to us. So going shopping. Went to visit the supermarket 3 times. How are you? Having a good summer? Yeah, it's chill or a bit stressful. Cool, yeah, mine too. Have you had much time to check out the local music scene? Closet's a musician, by the way. I mean, it's not huge, but we got some cool bands here and there. Like, I'm in a metal band. Don't know if you're in that sort of thing, but we're called Silent Libre. Alright, I'll check out your books now, but I'll see you later, yeah? Adios. I need assistance. I could really use something with a political message. The longer the book, the better. I really enjoyed War and Peace. What can you recommend for a collector like me? Longer the book, the better. They're in Hive. The Ginger Tree. Political message? I don't know if that's necessarily political. Android stream of the electric sheep. Lady Always Secret. Surprisingly feminist. Let's try that one. I'm a bit surprised, but I feel radicalized. Cool. And sometimes you just have to make a guess, and you won't know for sure, but in the meantime, let's go back to this guy. What else do you want? So he's got a sand bucket, which we can use for, we have a small bench, we have a baby doll who is cursed. That'd be kind of funny, but think we'll just hold on for now. Especially since he gave us a typewriter, which we need to equip. But that's fun, because that comes in later. But we also have this guy, who's an artist. Bonjour! And then you can see what he's got. Got a couple pages, and if you also need more colors of paint for your bookshop, you can definitely get that there. So that's all for right now. Feel free to touch the artwork. It's an experience. And let's go talk to Tilda. Now, I assume what I had in the old shop might be of particular use to you, since you're also in the book business. Why don't you have a look? So, she has a step ladder, which is good. She has an armchair, which is also good. Oh, and she has... you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and buy it. That's our first shelf we'll need. You're welcome. We have 5, so we can... Ooh, 5 kids' books. Let's do that. Here we go. Congrats for 1 year, Fern. Bookingston Review staff recognized their outstanding contribution. Our dear editor, Fern, has just reached a milestone. 1 year of writing for the review. Our paper was changed from the better when you arrived on the scene for your internship. And since then, we have been graced with such awesome insights into this little town of ours. Writing articles is hard. I don't know how you manage to do it every day. So hats off to you, Fern. Enjoy your surprise at the office this morning. By Diane Olson. Alright, so we're going back to the beach because we need to do our 3rd day. And we need to get more shells. But also... put the typewriter there. Looks like you've just equipped an item that you can activate. Check it on your item bar and give it a try once you've set up shop. So it allows you to write, gives plus 2% to a classic sale chance, and it's 1 coin of daily expense. So, but we can also put that right there. And I'm also gonna, I forgot, I wanted to paint. I don't know if we want to keep the shop the same color. What do we think goes well with... Let's paint yellow. And then... Booker's gray, maybe? Ooh, I like that one. That one looks good. Okay. So confirm. We're going back to the far beach. Definitely need a few more kids' books. choose travel. Classic. Let's choose fact. Facebook right there. And let's put travel books. Okay. And some more kids books. Far be it. Stamp collected. Whoa, you have an item with you that you can activate. Check your item bar and give it a try. Oh. Go blank page, huh? It looks nice and pristine like that. I probably shouldn't write on there just yet. Yeah, it's better left empty rather than writing just anything. I'll come back with some ideas tomorrow. Yeah, the shell. We have 4 of the 12 shells. I like it because there's kind of easy quests. Nothing that's really hard. I need to choose it. What should I pick? Romance is a must-have for me. I just need another fancy novel now. So... well, you have more than one shelf equipped. You can cycle through the to reach all of your books. The Book of Azrael. He was a god, she was a demon. Can I make it any more obvious? A true enemies to lovers and all the way back again, with her being the morally gray naughty one for a change. I'm a bit surprised, but the Book of Azrael really tickles my imagination. Oh, and here comes Harper. We can see if we can find any more. Ha. Whoop. Summer halls are the best. Halls. I think it's halls, as in holiday. My parents wanted to go somewhere in the holiday, but I said, you can go around me then. I don't want to sit in a car all day. In Luxembourg, I can just take my bike to the beach. Plus, all of my friends are here. I'd miss out on the best jokes if I went away. There's only one thing we're missing for the summer. Sandcastle. Fantasy books. 15 tons. We need to restock our fantasy. Oh, more fantasy books, of course. Keep up, will ya? I'm bored. I need a book. I wouldn't mind starting a new series. I'm a fan of world-renowned detectives. I really enjoyed Case Close. It's for my little sister. So the For My Little Sister makes me think it's maybe more of a kid's book. The Royal Hastings University Multimedia Art Course. 1 instructor, 6 students, 1 murder. This dark academia crime story puts you in the chair of the examiner with access to all the emails, project reports, chat threads, and other documents from the class. I'm gonna go for this one. Let's see. Oh, she wanted a series. Okay. And sometimes you won't know until like later. But good, we have 6 out of 12. We get more fantasy books, so hopefully we get enough. Hi, hello, give me something with a low page count. However, rage if I have to read another so-called classic. I can't get enough of The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. Ooh, we are other kids' books, I think. Unless, low page count and no classics. Okay. Precious Life. We could maybe do that one. Let's see if she likes that one. Woohoo! Finally something short and sweet to read. Like I said, sometimes you just make a guess and you're just like, I don't know if that's what you want, but... Also, I love the transition to night. And if you look up at the stars, look how pretty that is. That's so pretty. Now, if 36... Can still be 10. Nice. Still no fantasy though. Only one. Well, let's do this one since we have 26. Yay, we got 12. Nice. Alright. Lighthouse, Rouse Frey. Haunted building comes with a view and resident ghosts. Since the full automation of lighthouses during the 1960s, the Bookshop Bay Lighthouse is no longer inhabited. Many passers-by in the following decades have reported signs of paranormal activity. Me and the mates were there yesterday. We found a footprint near the lighthouse. And there was bloody bang at the door. Gave me a proper fright, it did, said local fisherman's grandson. Reclusive lighthouse keeper Gareth Ellis has declined to comment on the sinister happening. Like Bookshop spotted at beach. Alright, so let's go back in. I think we've got everything. Yeah, I like the look of that so far. But let's go. Let's go to the beach again. Although we could go to Mega Barge. I like going to different places, especially like at the beginning and when there's, you know, not a lot of other activities. That gets later in the game, you'll get more stuff to do. Most definitely. Let's do because we have classics, we have drama. We might need more kids' books. Sometimes you'll need to like rearrange and be like, oh, I want to do this, or oh, I want to do this, or whatever. But yeah, let's go to Far Beach. This time. But we have more fantasy books, so we can definitely. Also, I think we can also get shells at the waterfront. I'm sorry I had to pick up my kid in a bit. I wouldn't mind challenging myself to a really long read. I tend to like most stories with a detective. Also, I wouldn't mind starting a new series. Okay, so that's a lot of stuff. This book will bury me. Wrong place, wrong time. True crime story. I don't know if that's a really long book. And that's also not a series. Oh, here we go. Everyone in my family has killed someone. Ernest Cunningham, number 1. Shortly after Ernest arrives at his secluded ski lodge, For the Cunningham family reunion, a body is found in the snow. Ernie writes how-to books for mystery writers. He knows the best. Rules, formulas, and tropes. We've never been this close to that many suspects. Let's go for this one. Let's see. Now that's a surprising treat. Can't wait to get to the next part in the series. Yay! Charles M. Schula. But yeah, like I said, some of these books I've never heard of, so it's very interesting. Whoa, I didn't know about Transmorgify. Oh, but we've sold our first book. Hello, important question. Can just anyone write a book? Could I make one right now? Sure, or it's not that easy. Sure. Because I think books are pretty cool. I read lots of them already. Probably 25 or maybe 27. I'd probably need a photo of myself for the biography on the back. Harper Najim, most famous author in Bookshop / the world. Easy. I could draw a picture for the cover too. A dragon probably. Maybe even a horse. Guess I'm a writer now. Get ready to sell my work soon. What about chapters? Will do. Yeah, I knew you'd recognize a good book idea when you heard it. I don't know what to pack. I'm interested in outer space. I normally read fiction books. I like niche books for the most part. Outer space. So we like this one. The Truth. Discworld number 25. Or William. Ooh. Maybe this one. Fiction is a lovely escape. Interesting. I'll give it a shot. Nice. We've sold 4 books and collected 7 shells. More shells if we can find them. We may have to go to the waterfront, like I said. I wish there were kids' books left. I'm bored. I need a book. Hi, hello. I can only commit to something with less than 200 pages, but fact books are just boring to me. Do you have anything like Flower Fables? Let's see. Less than 200. That's the hard part, is there aren't a whole lot of books. There's less than 200 pages. Ooh, The Soul of Man Under Socialism. Might be good. Nice. Also, I might take a break and stop after this. It's so easy just to let it keep going. But I might possibly keep going for another day. Maybe. Let's see. Mere days after their arrival on the scene, the mobile seller has Booksummer's literature scene abuzz. But what makes for a pleasant browsing experience, according to Tilda Sankalun, former bookstore owner, the secret lies in the selection. The more books that match a customer's taste, the higher the chances are that they will find what they are looking for. For those readers who might not yet know what to look for, the review recommends seeking the assistance of your local bookseller. Also, meteor shower. I've never seen a meteor shower in the game, but I could be wrong. Ooh. Labeled. Should we do this one? Yeah, that's the other tip. It's like if you use code quest unlabeled or found in grandma's attic or whatever, it usually means that there's going to be a variety of books. Whereas this one is like drama collection, Prepare to Cry, and that kind of thing, or Intro to Biology, or vintage kids books, you know. But yeah, I think we're gonna go. I can't decide if I want to go back to the beach. I think I want to go to Waterfront Square. Actually, let's go back. Let's go to the farm beach again. One more and then we'll stop. But if you guys are interested, we can like go back and forth, you know, play this game and play Chef RPG, play or whatever you guys want to do. Shell. We have 9 out of 12, so we're getting close. And 5 out of 15, so we need 10 to sell 10 more fancy books. Where are the best sellers? What a week. I want something in a historical setting, but I really don't have the time for anything over 700 pages. So historical kind of means classic. It can't happen here. Caught in a wave of fascism, the controversial buzz managed to win the United States presidential election by promising, shit, I wonder who this book is about. 17 masterful short stories from the energy writer and poet. Maybe this one? Let's try this one. Ooh, it's not? Okay, sometimes you don't know. Sometimes it's like, oh, this isn't historical, and you're kind of like, okay. Hey, look! Did you see the jelly thing out there? It's super gross. The what? Jellyfish? It's sort of like a fish, but it was a puzzle. Also, I think it's dead. It didn't have gills, but it had long, stringy arms. It eats them to pick up food from the floor of the sea, I'm pretty sure. I think I'm gonna touch it with a stick. Bye! The last battle, so great. But yeah, if you want to look at how you're going, you can look up to the sign that tells you about your shelves and your books. Where are the bestsellers? Shh, honey, we're talking to the bookseller right now. I'm into horror. Also, the longer the book, the better. So horror is more crime. Wrong place, wrong time. Jen saw her son murder a stranger right outside their home. But when she wakes the next morning, it's yesterday. She has the time to change what happened. Each time she falls asleep, she wakes deeper in the past. A thriller with a shocking twist. That's not necessarily horror, though. The Shadow of the Wind. He possesses the only known copy of a mysterious book by an even more mysterious author. Join Daniel on this treacherous journey to uncover the story of the book and its author in this winding neo-Gothic novel. Gothic is kind of horror. That might be more horror, because that's Stephen King. Let's see. Unconventional, but quite unsettling. I like it. But yeah, like as you notice, we're selling out of our kids' book. And so we have a lot more kids that come to the beach. What a week. I need to find out who done it. Halt! I can't leave a new crime novel. I can't get enough of Death on the Nile. Wrong place, wrong time. We'll try this one. Now that's a surprising treat. You've cracked the case. I can't wait to read this. I can't find a single crime book. I know, it just sold out of my last one. See, look at the pretty stars. I love how it looks at night. Let's stop here for now. So you hit escape, that pauses your game, and to resume game, go to settings, exit to main menu, or save and quit. So we'll quit there. But yeah, so let me know for sure which book you would like to play. Also, there are a ton of achievements, which I haven't even got all of them. I've done like 29 out of 56. So there are still a lot more. But yeah, so that's Tiny Bookshop. So like I said, we can go back and forth between Tiny Bookshop and Chef RPG, depending on what you guys want to do, or we can stick with Tiny Bookshop for a while. So let me know in the comments what you guys are thinking. And in the meantime, I don't know if I'll be able to upload again this week. I'm gonna try, but I don't know. Maybe not. We'll see. But in the meantime, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And enjoy the midweek. And I will talk to you later. Bye.